Once upon a time in a busy city, there were three best friends, Amoka, Chioma, and Lola. They were young, beautiful, and smart, and together, they started a small fashion business. At first, things were slow. But soon, their styles went viral, celebrities wore their clothes, and they were invited to big shows. Everyone called them the Three Queens. They were rich, famous, and happy, or so it seemed. One day, Amoka shocked everyone. She got engaged to a handsome man named Kin, a rich businessman. Her friends smiled and cheered for her, but something changed after that. Chioma and Lola stopped calling her like before. They became distant. Amoka felt it. Something was off. 2 weeks to the wedding, strange things started happening. Amoka's car brakes failed. Then her dress for the wedding was ruined. Her drink tasted funny one evening. She didn't want to believe it, but the thought kept whispering in her mind. Someone wants me gone. But who? And why? Was it jealousy? A secret? Or something deeper than friendship? Amoka couldn't sleep. The smile of her friends haunted her. It wasn't real, she could feel it now. One night, she picked up her phone and called her cousin Uche, a quiet guy who worked with a private security firm. Uche, I need your help. I think someone close to me wants to hurt me. He didn't ask too many questions. He came the next day and placed tiny cameras and voice recorders in her house, her car, and even her shop. 2 days later, Amoka got a message from her tailor. Chioma and Lola were here today. They said they wanted to check the wedding dress again. Amoka's heart skipped. That night, Uche came back with a flash drive in his hand. His face was serious. Amoka, you need to listen to this. She pressed play. Chioma's voice. If she marries Kin, it's over for us. She'll leave the business, and everything we built will be hers. Lola's voice. Then we do it before the wedding. Clean. No noise. No trace. Amoka froze, her hands shook. Her two best friends. Her sisters. The ones who laughed and cried with her. Planning her death like it was nothing, but she didn't cry, she didn't scream, she smiled, because now she had a plan too. Amoka looked at Uche. Don't tell anyone yet. Let's play their game. For the next few days, Amoka acted completely normal. She still laughed with Chioma and Lola, sent them wedding updates, even let them help pick the cake, but inside, her heart was still. She made 2 moves. 1, she removed herself from the business quietly and put her shares in her mother's name. 2, she invited Chioma and Lola to a private girls' weekend at a beach resort, just 3 of them. To relax before the big day. They agreed. Smiling, lying through their teeth, but what they didn't know was, the room was bugged. The drinks were fake. The staff were all undercover security. That night, at the beach house, they sat under the stars with wine in their hands. Lola leaned in. So, this is your last single girls' night, Amoka smiled. Maybe. But not my last night alive. The room went silent. Chioma's smile faded. Lola's eyes shifted. What do you mean by that? Chioma asked slowly. Amoka stood up. Her voice calm. You wanted me dead. I heard everything. You betrayed me. Then, the lights in the beach house came on bright and blinding. Uche walked in with 2 officers behind him. Chioma. Lola. You're under arrest for attempted murder. They stood there, frozen, caught, but the story doesn't end there, because one of them had a secret Amoka didn't know yet. Chioma and Lola were taken away in handcuffs. Amoka felt a mix of pain and relief. She couldn't believe the people she loved the most had tried to destroy her. But it was over, or so she thought. The next morning, Uche came to her house. He didn't look happy. Amoka. There's something else. We searched Chioma's phone. He handed her the phone. You need to see this. Amoka scrolled through the messages. The one just between Chioma and Lola. There was another number involved. A saved contact. Kin read her heart skipped. She opened the chat. Kin, just make sure it doesn't link to me. Chioma, she trusts you too much. She'll never see it coming. Kin, once she's gone, I get full control of her shares. I just need her out of the picture. Amoka dropped the phone. Her breath caught in her chest. Her own fiancé. The man she was going to marry. He was part of it, all of it, the fake love, the perfect dates, the expensive gifts. It was all a plan, and worse, he was still free. Uche's voice was cold. Do you still want to get married? Amoka wiped her tears. Slowly, she stood up, her face calm but deadly. Yes, she whispered, but now, I be the one making the plans. Amoka wiped her tears and smiled. But this time, the smile had no softness, just strength. We keep the wedding on, she told Uche, let him think everything is perfect. She wore the ring. She posed for pictures. She played the happy bride-to-be, but behind the scenes, she was setting her final trap. She worked with Uche and the police to prepare everything. Kin had no idea. The wedding day came, the sun was shining. Guests were seated. Music played. Amoka walked down the aisle in a stunning white dress, her heart beating calmly, not from love, but from power. Kin stood at the altar, smiling, thinking he had won. The pastor spoke. Do you, Amoka, take Kin to be your lawfully wedded husband? Amoka raised a hand. Wait. The whole room went silent. She turned to Kin. Looked him dead in the eyes. Before I say I do, I have a gift for you. She snapped her fingers. The church doors opened, police officers walked in. Everyone gasped. Kin laughed nervously. What is this? Amoka stepped closer. This is the end of your game, Kin. I know everything. The lies. The plan to kill me. You, Chioma, Lola. All of it. His smile vanished. One officer pulled out handcuffs. Kin Okafor, you are under arrest for conspiracy to commit murder and attempted fraud. Kin tried to run, but it was too late. He was dragged out in front of everyone. The crowd was in shock. Amoka took the mic. To all young women watching. Never let anyone dim your light. Protect your dreams. Protect your peace. And when they come for you, rise like the queen you are. The crowd cheered, and that evening, instead of a wedding, Amoka threw a grand party, not to celebrate a man, but to celebrate herself. The business grew bigger. She launched a foundation to help young women start their own businesses, and the name of the foundation, The Queen Survived. Moral lesson: not everyone who smiles with you truly loves you. Sometimes, the people closest to you can be your biggest enemies. But no matter how much they try to break you, when you stay smart, strong, and calm, you can turn pain into power. Trust your instincts. Protect your peace, and always remember, a true queen doesn't just survive, she rises. The end. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.